Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Boys Do Sports. Today we got the first half of our weekly episode, so we're going to split it up. We're doing game picks, one episode, and then we'll post our normal episode about fantasy football on Wednesday. Actually, on Thursday. We'll record it on Wednesday, so we got our starts and sits on Thursday. So, this week, week one, game picks. We're kicking it off with Ravens-Chiefs. Who are you picking?
I would love to see the Ravens win, but I do believe the Chiefs will win. I think they are going to be better than they were last year, and which I didn't feel like they were very good last year, but they still ended up winning the damn Super Bowl, so who knows?
Yeah, I got the Chiefs, and I'm also taking the Chiefs to cover the 3-point spread. I feel like that's low enough. They're at home. It's at Arrowhead. Last year, they kind of got smoked at home by the Lions. So, did they play that at home? That might not have been at home. I don't remember. But they did lose, and on Thursday Night Football to open up the season. I don't think that'll happen twice. Give me the Chiefs -3.
Yep.
Friday night, we got a Brazil game. I think this one, we already covered it in our last episode last week. I'm taking the Packers to beat the Eagles here.
No, I am too. I will take the underdog. I believe the Packers are a much better team. They finished the season real well. The Eagles finished terribly. We already talked about that, So, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think the Eagles really got a lot better. I mean, they obviously signed Saquon, but the Packers kind of went out and rounded out their team. That defense got way better. They got a new defensive coordinator. I think that they really capitalized on what their problems were last year, and they're probably going to be a way better team this year. So my next game, first noon game for me, Steelers-Falcons. Falcons are 3-point favorites. Who you got?
So I think the Falcons being 3-point favorites, I think a lot of people are going to go with them. The new team, the new quarterback Kirk Cousins. I still think Steelers will pull this one off. Falcons will struggle the first couple games trying to get it together and get in a rhythm. And the Steelers are always tough on defense. And Mike Tomlin, he's a pretty smart guy.
Yeah, I think I'm going to split off from here. I think I'm going to go to the Falcons. I am also going to have the Falcons cover the 3-point spread. I think that probably that Steelers offense is going to go through some growing pains here with Russ, man. And I'm just not seeing it. Maybe I see a lot of people still saying the Steelers are playoff contenders. I really don't think they are. So I think the Falcons get this one.
I could see it either way.
Next game up, I feel like this one is a little bit too big of a spread for me. It's the Cardinals and the Bills. The Bills are 6-point favorites. Who you got?
I'm going to go ahead and take the Bills, but I could see the Cardinals definitely covering that spread.
Yeah, I'm with you there. I definitely think 6 points is a little too much. Still yet to see what this Bills offense is going to bring to the table. I think they will be fine, and I think they're going to be explosive still. But the Cardinals, I think they still put up a fight. It's not like the Cardinals are going out there like that deadbeat team they were last year. Yeah. Tyler's back. Maserati Marv at wide receiver 1. I think they're going to be a good offense, man. Next game up for me is Titans-Bears. The Bears are 4.5-point favorites. Who you got there?
I'm not a big believer in the Bears this year, but I do believe that they will win this game. So, yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely going with you there. I don't know if they cover the 4.5-point spread. I feel like this is one of those games that is going to be like 17-13 or like 10-7. I don't know if this is going to be a big shootout game. But, the over-under is at 45.5, so not a super high over-under, but, yeah, it's going to be one of those who knows what happens games. Another noon game here, Patriots-Bengals. The Bengals are 9-point favorites. Not a lot of respect on the Patriots there.
Yeah, and there shouldn't be, not against the Bengals. I think the Bengals are going to be really good this year as long as Joe Burrow can stay healthy.
Yeah, the Bengals, I'm taking the Bengals to cover the 9-point spread too. And right now, I don't even know if Jamar Chase is going to play week 1. I'm not sure what's going on over there in that camp. Jamar still has 2 years left to play in his contract. Like, why are we doing contract disputes 2 years soon? I don't know. Maybe it's because Amon-Ra got his paycheck. I'm not sure what the deal is, but the receiver drama this season has been interesting, to say the least, man.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Texans, Colts. This is going to be a great game. Colts are 2.5-point dogs at home.
Yeah, I still think that the Texans will get it because they kind of put it all together last year, and I think the Colts are still going to be trying to put it together this year. Anthony Richardson only started like 4 games last year. We kind of talked about this last week. I just think the Texans will still get the win on them.
Yeah, the Texans upgraded on their offense. So, yeah, give me the Texans to cover the 2.5 point spread. I still think that the Colts are probably going to go through growing pains the first 5-6 games, even. Like, I think it's going to be a little bit before they really start to break out. But next game up, we got the Jags versus the Dolphins. And the Dolphins are 3-point favorites at home. I think that's a great spread. I think they cover that.
Yeah, no, Dolphins are pretty good. Depending on what the Jaguars can do on defense, stopping Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle and them stud running backs, and I don't know. I just have a hard time believing that the Jags could even win this game at all, get close.
Yeah, I don't think they will. I think that the Dolphins, like I said, cover the 3-point spread here. I think that's probably going to go in the parlay. I really like the Dolphins 3-point favorites at home. I kind of love that play. Next up, this one's probably going to be the worst game on the slate. We got the Panthers versus the Saints. And the Saints are 4-point favorites, but hear me out. The over-under is 41.5. This might be the easiest under on the board.
Yeah, the Panthers are going to be better than they were last year, but not much better. And the Saints probably...
I don't see either one of these teams scoring 20 points.
No, they're both going to be bad teams. I am going to go Panthers because I believe in them a little more than I do the Saints this year.
I'm definitely going to rock Panthers +4. Just because I don't think that this game's going to get blown out at all. I think this game's going to be like 10-13 again, maybe even 7-3. I don't see this game being very fun to watch at all.
No.
Just being completely honest. Maybe Olave has a big game. Maybe he brings it up and the Saints score 21. Who knows? But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take the Saints, but the Panthers +4. Vikings Giants. We talked about this one too. I'm going with the Giants money line.
Yep, me too. I like the Giants
Hammer it out.
way more than I like the Vikings this year. Until we can see something from Sam Darnold, I am taking the Giants.
Yeah, I know I said hot takes that Sam Darnold was going to have a breakout season, but it's not going to happen week 1 against the Giants. The Giants secondary is ass, though, so he has a better chance to do it then than anywhere, but yeah, not going to happen. First 3 o'clock game here, Raiders-Chargers. Chargers are 3-point favorites.
I like the Raiders. They're going to be a tough team to beat for the Chargers that are implementing a new offense, new head coach, new wide receiver core. I don't know, Justin Herbert.
New running backs.
New running backs. Justin Herbert dealing with that injury on his foot. I think the Raiders will pull this one off.
Yeah, I definitely think this is, if you're going to play one underdog money line, it's probably going to have to be Raiders here. It's so good, dude. I'm not a big believer in the Chargers this year at all. I know a lot of people are like, oh, well, Justin Herbert's back. They're automatic a playoff team again. I don't think so. I really don't think so. Next game up, we got Broncos Seahawks. Seahawks are 6-point favorites.
Yeah.
Any belief in Bo Nix?
No, I think Seahawks are definitely going to be. They're going to cover that spread pretty easily and probably whip on the Broncos quite a bit.
I'm going to go ahead and take Seahawks money line, but I will take Broncos +6, just mainly because I don't see Sean Payton getting blown out week 1. He's probably got, he's just going to, I don't know. I have a lot of faith in the Broncos. I don't think they're going to be great. I think they're going to be scrappy. I think they're going to lose a lot of games by less than 10. Next game up, Cowboys-Browns. The Browns are 2.5-point favorites here.
Yeah, I like the Cowboys. Deshaun Watson has not really came back to form at all. So I just really think the Cowboys will take this one.
Yeah, if anything, Cowboys +2.5 if you're nice and not aggressive, modest. But I'm taking Cowboys money line. I think that's a great call. Last 3 o'clock game, Commanders versus Buccaneers. Buccaneers are only 3-point favorites at home.
I think I like the Bucs here. Maybe if you told me this game was happening week 10, 11, 12, I would maybe consider Washington if they were looking good. But since we don't know, I'm going to go Buccaneers. We know they look decent, so yeah.
Yeah, I'm going Buccaneers, and I'm going Buccaneers to cover the 3-point spread. We know what Baker Mayfield's going to bring to the table. We know what he looks like in that offense. The offense basically is the same exact thing as it was last season. The Commanders, pretty much everything new. It's going to be a completely new show, and I'm not too sure what they're going to look like at all. They could be an 8-9 team, or they could be a fucking 7-10 maybe. I don't know. I don't think they're going to be great. But I also don't think they're going to be bad.
Yeah.
Sunday night football. I think this one's going to be a fun one. Rams Lions. The Lions are 3.5-point favorites.
Yeah, absolutely. This was
At
the playoffs matchup. The Lions definitely pulled that one out. I still think the Rams can win this one.
Yeah, I mean, that over-under set at 51 is wild. I think Vegas is expecting this game to be a shootout. And it should be. It's going to be fun. I think it's going to be a good one, especially for Sunday Night Football Week 1.
Yeah.
The schedulers did a good job. The schedulers were scheduling. I'm going to go with the Lions, though, to cover the 3.5-point spread. Book it. Monday Night Football, another absolute banger of a matchup. Jets 49ers. The 49ers are 3.5-point favorites. Who do you got? Round us out.
49ers. 100% 49ers. We haven't seen the Jets function at a high level. And I don't know if Aaron Rodgers is going to do that immediately, like week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. Like, it's going to take some time, get back up to speed, So I think the 49ers will definitely win this one.
I'm going to go ahead and split away from you here. I think the 49ers start out 0-1. Brock Purdy looked like shit in camp. Aaron Rodgers looked phenomenal, looked like his MVP self. Give me the Jets money line. That's gonna be the play of the week, I'll guarantee it.
Jets money line, huh?
Jets money line. I'm a big believer in Garrett Wilson and the Jets this year, man.
We'll see
My
how
guy.
our record is after this first week then.
All right, you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. Like I said, our fantasy football episode is still going to come out on Thursday. Make sure to watch out for that, and we'll see you guys next week. Well, later in the week. We'll see you guys later in the week.